Happy Thursday. I hope everyone's awesome. I will have a bit of a channeled message to share, as well as we'll get some info as well. But I wanted to share that with the energy, right? It's really kind of like it's flowing, okay? And so we're being asked to just go with the flow of the energy. If you feel good, enjoy it, okay? If you feel a wave, just kind of go with it and ride it. And if you feel off, move your energy, whether that is like putting on a song and dancing to it, or, you know, getting up and doing some laundry, or just kind of like shaking things out, right? Like just kind of maybe doing some stretching, maybe going for a walk outside, you know, just kind of like move the energy. If you're feeling like you're, you know, antsy, nervous, anxiety, or kind of feeling a bit low, like do what you can to kind of like move your energy in a way that kind of raises your vibration. And so the last bit of that message is to ride the wave of life. Okay. So that is the channeled message for today. Okay. So riding that wave of life. Let's ask the angels, saints, ancestors, and spirit guides into our energy for divine guidance, flow, abundance, and messages for our highest and greatest good. Let's ask Archangel Michael to assist us with transmuting energy from stagnant to flowing in abundance, from faith to knowingness, as energy is love, and so it is. All right, let's see. Let's give this another shuffle. And we'll get into it. Okay. What is the advice for the collective today? Okay. Really tapping into your inner wisdom and knowledge and your intuition, and letting things kind of play out the way they need to play out, right? This is being in a neutral position, not really holding on to any type of outcome, or trying to control the way things are unfolding. If anything, you're going to be shown or told, or you're going to experience how you truly have no control of the situation. So they really want you to kind of be in that neutral position and kind of just, you know, let things play out. All right, ride that wave. All right. And just kind of also understanding like your shadow self as well as your light self, like, and just being accepting of both, because that is who you are. You know, you've got to appreciate both sides, right? And that is represented in life too. Like, you know, sometimes we're really up and we're really happy and we're enjoying life, and then sometimes, you know, we're kind of feeling low and we're feeling a bit like, you know, not sure what's next, and, you know, having and being called to be in your faith, and to know that like whatever it is you can handle because you trust yourself, right? And if you trust yourself, you trust the divine. And so it's kind of all like, it's all interwoven. I'm looking at this and it's like all interwoven, right? And this is like legit power of 3 energy. So just know that like everything is for you, right? And oftentimes we experience difficult things and then we get upset about it, but at the end of the day, like, we're creating those things for ourselves to experience, as well as working with our divine teams, whether you're in tune with that or not. Those experiences are for growth, right? And oftentimes we're put in difficult obstacles and challenges for our growth, right? And so sometimes we take that for granted, right? Like, it's not punishment, right? Your experience is not punishment, all right? Yeah. I feel like there's more here. Yeah. Okay. It's time for you to trust love more than your wounds. You have the Magician. Yeah, this is you being in a position to create, right? From a very high frequency. And that is really the goal, right? Is to experience, learn, heal, grow, to experience, learn, heal, grow. And as we continue to go and do this process, it helps us create from a very high vibration. Okay, the Magician is mastering all of those parts of being here, right? Like, you know, aligning with things that we feel passionate about, that cause us to want to do better, right? Be better, experience better. You know, the Cups talk about like our emotions and how we deal with ourselves and one another, and how we grow through those emotional experiences. You know, with the Swords, it's about what we think creates our reality, and aligning that with the Pentacles, which is, you know, that physical reality. So the Cups, the Wands, and the Swords all are the different elements as well, and those all create matter, right? They create experiences, they present themselves in reality. And so making sure that all of those things, right, even including the elements, are all in alignment with each other, so that the ultimate experience can be had. And that is the evolution of your soul, the growth, right? Yeah, right. And this is about balance as well, like understanding that, you know, there is that that up and down, that swing, that energy. It's in constant flow. The one thing that is always changing is energy, right? It's always in flux. All right. All right, so we have the High Priestess, Magician, Justice, King of Cups, and Wheel of Fortune. Ace of Pentacles still at the bottom of the deck. I feel like there is, I mean, with the Wheel of Fortune, that really talks about, like, again, the 4 elements, okay? But as well as, like, you know, things like understanding that, like, nothing is forever, right? Like that phrase of "this too shall pass," right? I feel like the closing of a chapter, and then we have balance, okay? Balance being restored, okay? What goes up must come down, and it's in constant motion, right? It's like throwing a ball in the air. Eventually it needs to come down, right? At some point. But this is talking about like new energy coming in. I feel like, you know, this is masculine energy. I feel like, you know, for some of you, you know, part of what you experienced is dealing with some false energies. I don't know if I want to use the word false. I would say feminine masculines. All right. So if you are masculine watching this, it would be the flip. It would be masculine feminines. Okay. And so I feel like, that is closing out. Right. I feel like justice is being served. Things are balancing out. So if there was any kind of unfairness, okay, like this is that toxic masculine. If there was any kind of unfairness, then fairness is being brought to the situation. Balance is being restored, okay, through justice, which could represent, you know, something actually happening in the physical, you know, in some way, shape, or form regarding justice. So that would be, you know, going to court or paying fines or being held accountable for action taken in the physical realm for whatever that they were trying to get away with, whatever they were doing that was low vibrational. Whatever that is. It is also on a spiritual level and energetic level, all right? I have a Knight of Swords in the sideways position, so I feel like, you know, there might be energy that's being sent towards you in a sense. There might be communication happening. There might be thoughts, all right, that you might be picking up that may not be yours, okay? And so what do we do with that? Yeah, and it's past energy, okay? Because I have the 6 of Cups. So, you know, just return to sender, okay? Just say these thoughts are not my thoughts, and think of something else. Just kind of change your mindset there. Okay. I feel like why is this past? Yeah, I guess like the reason why this past energy is coming up is because like serious justice is being served right now, okay, as a result of what was done in the dark. Okay, it's all coming to light. Things are really coming down that were built on false foundations. Okay, so I feel like if someone had done anything energetically, okay, towards you, the reason why it's coming up and I'm sharing this is because it's being handled, all right? And here's the thing, like this energy might want to come rushing towards you and communicate. And so this is like a warning, a heads up, and for you to make sure that you can have forgiveness and compassion for this energy. It's totally up to you. Trying to release any resentment or bitterness is always advisable. But again, you know, they are experiencing quite a bit of loss, quite a bit of change as a result of balance being restored for you. You might hear about this from other people. So this is regarding a masculine energy. We have an Emperor energy. It's the Emperor, and we have an Empress and an Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor is representing new energy. Okay, and so that is the reason why this is coming up. Okay, let me get one more card and then we'll talk about it. So we have the Devil here, right? And then we have the Fool. Okay, so what I'm getting is, yeah, and then we have the Three of Swords. So what I'm getting is the reason why this is being brought up, because energetically there's a lot going on. And when I was talking about going with the flow and letting things kind of unfold naturally and letting people learn their lessons for themselves and you not getting involved, right? So if you do hear from any kind of past energy or even from someone that they know that's reaching out to you, they really want you to stay neutral. They want you to not get involved because this energy is experiencing karma, right? As a result of what they have put out into the universe energetically, okay? It's the law of cause and effect. And so justice is playing out right now. And part of the justice is, you know, you close the cycle with this past energy, you learn the lessons that you've gone on your healing journey and you're moving on. However, the flip side of that is that this energy, okay, that I'm talking about here is now starting that process, okay? And they need to go through it on their own without you being involved, okay? So yes, that energy is going to want to come rushing in to try to prevent any type of further movement and progress for you, all right? Confirming it's someone from the past, confirming that it's someone who you have already moved on from, okay, that put you in some sort of competition, heartbreak, or betrayal, okay? And so they are experiencing the Tower energy, okay? And the reason why there's this energy movement that they're asking you to kind of just go the flow with, kind of transmute if you can, you know, try to raise your vibration as high as you possibly can, because, you know, energy speaks for itself. And I would say that this isn't the best energy. And so we really want to make sure that we're not absorbing that. And if we're feeling it, they want you to do what you can to move the energy and raise your vibration, okay? I'm not saying anyone's in any kind of danger or anything like that, but I do think, though, this energy is really experiencing some difficulties right now as it relates to what they've done, what they've created, and what they're currently experiencing, okay? So you may pick up on that energetically, specifically if you are a very high sensitive, all right? And so with the Knight of Swords, that represents, like, you know, thoughts, beliefs, telepathic energy, as well as communication, okay? So you may be picking up on that energy. And so they just want you to be aware, All right. And the reason why you're probably going to experience this is because you have a divine partner coming in that you are going to have a new beginning with. Okay. So obviously this energy doesn't want that. Okay. They're going to do what I mean, and keep in mind, like, what's behind all this energy is this. All right. So this is low vibrational energy. And unfortunately, some of the people that we dealt with in our past have some demonic attachments. Okay, so that is what is kind of behind the scenes that is showing its ugly face here, that we all need to be aware of, so that we can understand, like, shadow side energy, you know, light energy, and to be neutral. Okay, and understand that this is all part of the process. Okay, for them to learn their lessons. Okay, and for us to learn ours, and for us to clearly align ourselves with what we're trying to create and what our energy is, right? And protecting our energy. All right. And so understanding that you're on a new timeline, you know, you've closed this cycle out with this past energy, but they're still going through that cycle. So that's also something to let you guys know about. What's additional advice regarding this? So ride the wave. Okay. And the wave comes at different times for different people and different energy, okay? I have a King of Wands. What's the King of Wands? It's fire sign energy, so this could be like, yeah, like move your energy. Okay, I have a King of Wands and a King of Pentacles. What is this? Oh, I have Three of Swords in reverse. This is new energy coming in. It could be a fire sign, could be an earth sign. When this comes in, when this emotional offer comes in, you can trust it. It's not going to end up in heartbreak and betrayal. Like, they're not bringing this kind of intention towards you. All right. So they really want you to trust yourself and trust what you've learned and healed from. And they want to confirm that this is not going to be the experience. Okay. And that you can trust whatever energy this is that comes in. They're also saying, keep it to yourself. Do not share anything with anybody regarding this energy. This is spiritually guided. This is divinely guided as well. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about here. This is the energy. This is talking about that masculine energy that's coming in. Okay. For the divine feminines. Okay. And reverse it if it's, divine masculines watching this, or high level energy here we're talking about. Okay. Let's, so just know that, like, keep your eye on the prize, if you will, right? And keep what's going on with you private. Nobody needs to know your business. There is someone who's definitely actively watching what you're doing in some way, shape, or form. So be aware. What else do we need to know? Okay, confirming this, all right? All right, so they're saying, I asked about the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles. I'm like, is that two different masculine energies along with the Emperor? They said, no, it's all representing the same energy. All right. Okay. And then we got the Lovers. All right, so that's also confirming, like, the power of 3 energy. All right, so this is talking about, yeah, and here's the thing, like I was talking about earlier, like, this past energy is really affected, or will be affected, by what transpires with this energy. And I feel like they're letting me know this so I can share it with you, that there's a lot of, like, mental instability regarding this energy here. Okay, this is like depression, anxiety, fear, you know, yeah. And then I have the Death card. Then we have 2 of Cups. soulmate energy. I feel like this past energy is really, one, experiencing a lot of what they sent your way when they worked with somebody else, even a group of people. So there's that energy that's being returned, as well as the fact that they are having a hard time accepting the fact that like they're being reminded, they're being like they're going through like the dark night of the souls. Okay, so when I saw the Death card and the Eight of Swords, that's that energy of the like ego death and dark night of the soul. Okay, so this experience is literally going to kick them into their awakening process. Okay, their healing journey. Okay, so that's why you really have to be not engaged, not involved. They have to experience this on their own. Just like they were a catalyst for you, you're going to be that catalyst for them. All right, so this is not for everybody. You'll know if this resonates for you, because they're doing, you know, they are regretting the choices that they made. Okay, but here's the thing, like this was all fated to happen. Yeah, and then we have the Moon and the Three of Wands. Okay, so this is talking about like this is happening like this is like around the corner. Okay, I feel like there's still some things that need to be revealed. There's things that are still kind of hidden and unknown, that are going to be kind of coming out for you and for this person. It's just going to be in different ways. Like I feel like this Two of Cups energy is on the horizon. Like this is incoming. It's not here yet. There's a lot that's unknown about this right now, and so you need to again take that neutral position and let things unfold naturally. It will result in victory and success. You know, this is support and celebration and recognition. You're being recognized for anchoring in and working with your higher self, right? Like you've done that energetic work. Okay, and so that's kind of like your timeline, right? Whereas, you know, this other energy's timeline is different. Like they're just now going through the experience of an ego death and, you know, the pain and suffering that you experienced, right? And so that's how the scales of justice are playing out right now. So there is a catalyst experience happening right now that is causing this past energy, okay, to be you know, experiencing some difficulties. Okay, and here's the thing, like we don't evolve unless we change. This is about enlightenment. All right, this is about gaining a new perspective. This is about learning from experiences, whether they're good, bad, whatever they are, right? This person's being forced to go within and to reflect and work towards healing and transformation. All right. Yeah. I have Queen of Swords energy, air sign energy, and then I have a King of Swords in reverse. Okay, so yeah, you were and then I have the Four of Wands. Okay, so this was a pair at one point. All right, but then someone kind of like rejected the journey. Okay, and so as a result of that, and this was a commitment, there was some sort of formalized contract, if you will. Okay, I was like just double checking. I'm supposed to take that in reverse. So yeah, this is, you know, there's a Queen of Swords in the upright and there's a King of Swords. Yeah, okay, so someone rejected the journey. Someone has free will and chose otherwise, right? But here's the thing, like if there's a contract, if there's a divine plan in place for someone to go a certain direction, it'll happen in whatever way the divine sees fit. And I feel like that's what's playing out right now. That's the energy I'm picking up on. That is what they're experiencing right now. It's like a redirection. It's like divine intervention. Okay, so that relationship that they had with the karmic didn't work out, right, for a specific reason. It was for them to experience exactly what you experienced, but through and with somebody else. And as a result, they now are gaining the perspective that you gained and will eventually go from this energy to this energy. Okay, so it's part of the process. It's fated to happen. But here's the thing, like, you're no longer an energetic match for this person. So as a result, you've got, because of where you're at energetically, your vibration, your frequency, your healing, your purpose, all of that is calling in a higher level soulmate. All right. And that is what we are talking about here. Okay. So you will have a new experience with someone else. And of course, this energy doesn't want that to happen. And neither does, low vibrational energy. Okay. So yeah, they're trying to cause chaos and confusion. And, this is like you being at a crossroads, right? And you having to make a decision. Okay. And I feel like this energy had a choice to make, right? And they chose to not go on the destined path. Right? They chose the fated path. Okay. And as a result, they're experiencing this. Okay. All right. Yeah. We have the Chariot. Okay. I think there was a lot of illusions. There were a lot of things that were going on that could not be seen in the physical. And I feel like there was a lot of energy manipulation, and I feel like you persevered through it, right? You persevered through it. Yeah, and then we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so this is, again, like, you persevered through the experience, right? And it was a painful one. Nine of Swords, I mean, this is kind of you, it's like dealing with a wolf in sheep's clothing. All right, this person was very false, did a lot of manipulation, did a lot of games, did a lot that they shouldn't have done, since they were a soulmate for you in some way, shape, or form. But here's the thing, like, we have soulmates for different reasons. And part of your contract was to help each other ascend in whatever way that is. And so they helped you ascend, right? And then as a result of that, you were helping them. They may not see it that way. You may not even see it that way. But at the end of the day, if you look at it from a higher perspective, the goal is for both parties to ascend to their higher selves and be able to anchor that energy in, work on that healing and trauma, and raise their vibration, right? Okay, so that is that. Let's get one last card and close this reading out. Yeah, Temperance, because you're both here to bring balance to wherever you are. Balance is being returned on a very high scale. All right, this is, being in the world but not of it. All right, this is Earth Angel energy. This is high vibrational energy. This is alchemy. All right, so this is, again, about raising the vibration of where we are. It's a very pivotal time right now on Earth, and we volunteer to be here to do this work as light workers. And it's happening. It's happening. You heard the call, you're in service, and now, like, the process is being kicked off for this other energy here. So just understand that, balance will be restored where it needs to be, and for you to stay focused, stay neutral, head down, getting the work done, doing what you're being called to do, going with the flow, right? Temperance, going with the flow, all right? And just kind of enjoy the ride of life, the wave of life, I should say. Okay, enjoy the wave of life. Okay, have a good Thursday.